Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you are all fine and doing good. So, today I am going to teach you the literature part, and today, particularly, I have come up with a poem by the name The Schoolboy, and it is written by William Blake. So, here in this poem, the boy tried to express his grief. He tries to tell that what makes him unhappy. Fine. So, now let us have a look of it. So, before proceeding, first of all, let us have a brief introduction of it. Yes, now see. The Schoolboy by William Blake. So, the schoolboy in the poem is not a happy child. What makes him unhappy? Why does he compare himself to a bird that lives in a cage or a plant that withers when it should blossom? Fine. So, here the boy is seen unhappy. So, what makes him unhappy? What is the reason behind his unhappiness? Why does he compare himself to a bird? So, here in the poem, this boy, he compares himself to two things, and they are, one is a bird that lives in a cage, and the other one is a plant that is already withered when it should blossom. Okay, what it means that when it was a time for the plant to blossom, then it got withered. Fine. So, what is the reason that he compared himself to a bird in a cage and a withered plant? Now, let us have a look. Now, see, stanza 1. I love to rise in a summer morn when the birds sing on every tree. The distant huntsman winds his horn and the skylark sings with me. Oh, what sweet company. So, here the speaker in this poem is a young boy. Okay. So, he tries to express his joy when he woke up early on a summer morn. Summer morn means summer morning. So, the speaker in this poem is a young boy who is joyful and likes to awake in the fresh and a delightful summer morning. Then further he describes the beauty of the summer morning. What does he say? He said that the boy likes the chirping of the birds on every tree. Okay, the birds that sing. Okay, so the boy, he likes the chirping of the birds on every tree, and also he likes the sound of horn blown by the hunter. Now see here, the distant huntsman winds his horn. That means a hunter. Huntsman means it is a hunter who is having a hound of dogs, and thus he goes to hunt in the jungle. So, when he was going to the jungle, he blew his horn. Okay, and the horn, it sounds very sweet, very pleasant to the little boy's ear, and the little boy, he enjoy the sound of his horn. Clear? Okay. Then the little boy, he further says that he also likes to listen and sing the skylark singing with him. So, here the boy tries to tell that it was a summer morning, the weather, the climate was absolutely fine, and all the little birds and skylark, it comes and sit on the branches of the tree and it sings so sweetly, and even me myself, I tune to it, and we both of us, we sing together. So, he says that he likes that sweet company. So, whose company was it? It was the company of the birds, the huntsman, and the skylark. Clear to everyone? So, here in this stanza, in first stanza, the boy expresses his happiness on a summer day, okay, in a summer morning. Clear to everyone? Okay. So, now let us look at second stanza. Okay. Now see here. But to go to school in a summer morn, oh, it drives all joy away. Under a cruel eye outworn, the little ones spend the day in sighing and dismay. So here, the atmosphere of the boy has completely changed. So here, the boy tells that it is a matter of utmost disappointment for the little boy or for the speaker to attend the school in such a sweet summer morning, where he actually wishes to enjoy the delight of the summer. He actually wanted to enjoy the summer morning, but he has to go to school, and this makes him sad. Fine. He is tired and even puzzled under the strict supervision of his teacher. So, when he says that under the cruel eye outworn, that means there is someone who is always watching his behavior and activity. That means when he reaches school, he is always supervised by somebody. And who could it be? It is none but his school teachers. So, he says that those eyes were looking at me cruelly. Fine. So, here the phrase outworn, it refers to the eyes of the teacher that actually tires the boy. Why is the boy tired by the look of the teacher? Because the teacher continuously checks the behavior of that schoolboy. Fine. So, instead of enjoying the pleasures of summer, the child has to compulsory attend the school, where he spends his day in boredom and sadness. So, here the little one spends the day in sighing and dismay. So, here it means that the little child has to attend the school compulsorily, and he spends his day in boredom and sadness. Clear? Okay, so now let us proceed towards third stanza. Okay, now see third stanza. Then at times I drooping sit and spend many an anxious hour, nor in my book can I take delight, nor sit in learning's bower, worn through with the dreary shower. So, here the child expresses his tiredness. So, now he explains that how was his physical condition when he happens to enter into his classroom. Right? So, here the child expresses his tiredness. He sits unwillingly in the sea of boredom. Okay, in the sea of boredom means he is completely feeling tired and bored. He is getting bored. So, he feels as if he is in the sea of boredom. The child keeps under control the attack on him by the harsh personality of the teacher and unnecessary lectures. So, here the boy tries to tell that he have to spend many and anxious hours. Where he have to spend? In the classroom. Okay. So, he says that nor in my book can I take delight, nor sit in learning's bower. So, here the boy tries to tell that he has to attend the unnecessary lectures of the teacher. Okay. So, here shower of meaningless word it represents. It represents that unnecessary lectures are the shower of meaningless words for him, because he is physically in the classroom, but spiritually and emotionally he is lost somewhere outdoors. Okay? And thus his urge for unchecked freedom is lost. Fine? And the learning's bower. Okay, the learning's bower refers to the garden where the child can be taught interestingly. So, here the boy says that had the teacher taken me away to the bower. Bower means garden, okay, means a shade under the tree where you can sit and relax comfortably. So the boy says that had the teacher taken me away to the bower, I would have feel more interest in learning. But here the teacher is not allowing me to go outside. That means the teacher is not taking me anywhere outside, and even the nature cannot accompany me. This makes me very tired. Clear? Okay. Now let us proceed towards fourth stanza. Okay. The next stanza. How can the bird that is born for joy sit in cage and sing? How can a child, when fears annoy, but droop his tender wing and forget his youthful spring? So here the boy tries to tell that how he is comparing himself to the bird. Okay, again the poet here compares the child with a bird. So according to his view, the bird which is born cheerful and fun loving can never sing sweet songs if caged. That means if a bird, okay, is caged, अगर पिंजरे में उसे बंद कर दिया जाए, then that bird will never sing cheerfully. Clear? So similarly, a child, if remained under the umbrella of annoying fear and tension, the distrust of his teacher can never enjoy the natural instinct of boy and playfulness. So here the boy tries to tell that when a child fears annoy, okay, and his tender wings are drooped, okay, when his tender wings are drooped, then how is it possible for the boy to enjoy everything? Okay. So I repeat again, here the boy compares himself to a bird. Okay. So according to his view, he says that a bird which is born free can live and sing cheerfully, but if that same bird is caged, that bird can never sing cheerfully. So similarly, a child, if remained under the umbrella of annoying fear and tension, the distrust of his teacher can never enjoy the natural instinct of joy and playfulness. Clear? Indeed, a world full of rigid codes of discipline will ruthlessly take away the beauty springs, that is the childhood days of a person's life. So here the boy says that if I am not given the right kind of things or the activity to do, like I am supposed to go out, but I am forcibly forced to sit inside a classroom and attend lectures and study, then in this way my beauty, my beautiful spring from my life would completely be lost. Clear to everyone? Okay, next. Now, okay, now see here. Okay. O father and mother, if buds are nipped and blossoms blown away, and if the tender plants are stripped of their joy in the springing day by sorrow and care's dismay, how shall the summer arise in joy or the summer fruits appear? So here the boy complains to the highest authority. So who is the highest authority for that school boy, for that young boy? it is there, it is his parents, that means his mother and his father. So, here the boy complains to his father and mother that if a budding child is picked and swept off in the early stage of life in the oceans of sorrow, where there is no one to take care for. Okay, so here the boy tries to tell that if birds are nipped, I hope you know what is birds. In Hindi it is called kalinga. Okay, so if birds are nipped means broken, tuta dena. Okay, so if birds are nipped and blossom blown away, so if the birds are nipped, there will not be any blossom, फूल नहीं खिलेंगे. Okay, there won't be any blossom. And if the tender plants are stripped of their joy in the springing day by sorrow and care's dismay. So, here the boy says that if the plant or if the tree is about to bear some fruit, but before bearing the fruit, if the plant stems have been stripped, cut down, then how would the tree bear any fruit? It is not possible for the tree to bear any fruit, nor if the buds are nipped, then the flower would blossom. Okay, so here the boy tries to compare himself with the buds and the plant which bears tree. So, he tells that he wants freedom. He tells that if unhappiness crushes the sensitive plants, the beautiful and the newborn buds, okay, then how shall summer arise in joy, or how summer fruits will appear? Okay. So, here if care and concern rule over the plants, flower, birds, such a summer will be dry and will bear no fruit. The child inquires his parents as to how they can win back what sadness or pain has destroyed. Okay. So, here the nipping of the buds and the stripping of the plant, it shows pain and sorrow. So, it means no fruit will be there in the summer or autumn, and there won't be any flower in the spring, okay, in the spring season. So, here this implies that if childhood pleasures and joys are restricted, one has to be very sure that adult life will be absolutely dry and unproductive. That means the child must be set free, because if the child is kept under control or if the child is kept in chains, then his future, okay, his adulthood will be absolutely dry and unproductive, because he will be having only bookish knowledge, he will not be having any worldly experience. So, both the things are necessary at the same time. Okay. So, the poet tries to tell that rote learning is necessary, but not all the time. Rote learning, okay, that means sitting in the classroom and listening the lectures and attending the classes. Okay. That is necessary, but not every time, because we also need worldly experience. If we have worldly experience, then we can enjoy and we can become more active than only focusing in the classroom learning. Clear to everyone? Okay. Okay. So, I hope the poem is clear to you. Okay. So, here we will learn that what is the theme. Okay, let me tell you about the theme of the poem of the schoolboy. So, here, okay, the theme of the schoolboy is that the poem, the schoolboy discusses a boy's repelling imprisonment at his schools, his company for the animate object of the summer morning to the inactive object of his school is indeed a matter of concern and grief. So, here the boy is seen sitting inside the classroom, whereas he wants to go out and enjoy the summer morning. Thus, he says that school life is suffering for him, okay, because he didn't enjoy the lectures of classroom. Okay. So, the boy's feeling of summer festivity is encountered by the terrifying eye of the teacher. So, he says that he is wanting to go out and enjoy the summer festivity, but he is encountered by the terrifying eyes of the teacher. That means always looking at him, okay, like in a threatening way. Okay. So, this thing, it robs him from all his childhood happiness. Okay. The childhood happiness is to be set free, but here he is not set free because he is encountered by the terrifying eyes of his teacher, and this thing, it steals away all his childhood happiness. So, school is nothing but a prison that negates the playful activity of the childhood. Okay. So, here school is nothing but it is like a prison for him, because the boy cannot enjoy his childhood freely. The restriction of an imposed in child forms a hurdle for the natural expression of creativity and forlorn the essence of geniusness. So, here the child can become genius if he is set free and if he is given some worldly experience also. But here all these things are stopped, all these things are not given to the child, but he is only asked to sit inside the classroom and listen the lectures of the teachers. These things does not develop him spiritually and emotionally, nor is he developing physically, nor is he developing mentally. So, from all the sides he is being lagged behind. Fine. So, here the poet tries to tell that a child should be set free. He should not always be overburdened by books. Clear, everyone? I hope you have loved the poem and you have understood the poem well. Okay, so here ends the poem. Okay. Thank you for watching.